This is a brand new 2019 fifth wheel RV. The brand name, that's not important. What's important is what's on or not on the back of the brake backing plates. We'll go under and take a look. At the bottom of that backing plate, you'll see two slots. Those slots are wide open to allow everything: sand, road grime, dirt, dust, snow, ice, any kind of slurry, any kind of salt, whatever they're using on the roads in the wintertime, to get in there. Now, why that's important, your brake adjuster is located right behind those slots. These are the Dexter axles, never adjust brakes. These are located on the bottom of the brake backing plate. The reason there are two slots, you're only going to utilize one on one side, and utilize the other one on the other side, on the left and right. These backing plates are not left side, right side specific. They can be flipped for either. On one side, the adjuster will use the front one or the back one, and the other side will be the opposite. Several decades ago, they stamped them with one slot. It had to be in line with the adjusting teeth that you manipulate with a screwdriver tip or a brake adjusting tool. In that case, with one, they were left-right specific. So this is really a pretty good idea, but it needs two covers. As soon as I got home with this, was checking it out, I saw they were open, and I called the dealer. I finally got a hold of customer service. Customer service explained to me that the Lippert axles do come with plugs. The Dexters do not. And I told him I'm going to call Dexter Axle and confirm that, because it's not a big deal over the money. I just found it hard to believe that Dexter would choose to ship these out the door without the plugs, just in a pure case of liability. A phone call to Dexter Axles did confirm that about 1 to 2 years ago, they did in fact start shipping those axles without the plugs. So I talked to her a little bit about why wouldn't they be concerned about liability. She said she understood what I was talking about, but management made a decision a couple of years ago, somewhere around that time frame, to start shipping those axles without the plugs. And I explained to her, as many plugs as Dexter Axles would buy, you would buy them by the thousand. At the most, you're going to save 50 cents per axles by not putting in these little rubber plugs. So some bean counter or some team of management, that's what really surprises me. If a team of management people sat around a table and made that decision. Maybe there's lawyers involved, maybe their company lawyers are present, maybe they're not. But it seems to me like that not enough thought went into that. Now who knows, maybe in 6 months they'll start shipping them again. But I visit camp stores and campgrounds across the country, and there's a lot of RVers out here who do not adjust their own brakes, who do not pack their own wheel bearings, who do not crawl under their own campers and even see what's going on. A lot of us do, a lot of us don't. A lot of us aren't physically able to do that. And at some point, I'll be the same. If you're one of those who do not do it yourself, please, the next time you go to a dealer to get it serviced, go ahead and check. You can do this yourself. Just take a light. If it's too dark, take a flashlight and look under there and see if these plugs are in place. If you have open holes there, the next time you go for your service, I would advise you to go ahead and have the plugs put in. It's an easy check to see if you got it or not. Dexter made a decision. That's fine. I like Dexter axles. I like the Easy Lube system on them. I don't know about the auto adjust brakes or the self adjust brakes. I don't know how good that's going to be. I don't like the fact that my trailer brake control is maxed out on 10.0. I can't go any higher, and it's still not where it needs to be. If you're going to do it yourself, we'll go under there and we'll put in the first two, just show how easy it is. You'll see some of these made different. Where this has the ears, one side will go in and you'll kind of squeeze and buckle like that. You can see it buckle. Take a screwdriver tip and get the other one in. Some of them are made straight, hard plastic, and they have little serrations on them, press fit in. You might use them once, or you can use them once, but you might be able to use them twice. I don't know about a third time, but they were really cheap. These were not cheap. These were $17 and change in 2-day shipping Prime. These were the most expensive they had, but they was the only ones they had on Prime, and I had to have them. My parts house didn't have them, so I was stuck with buying them. Let's go under and I'll show you how easy they go in. You'll have one end quite a bit bigger than the other one. It's going to be obvious how they go in. Trying to reach for a screwdriver. He's in. I just want to push in there and make sure. So once you get them in, they're in for good. One thing I want to mention, I don't want it to sound like I'm hammering on Dexter axles. Too bad. That's their decision. That's fine. It's just going to be up to the owner to look and see what you got. But here's what can happen. They could easily ship with them brand new, and if you don't adjust your own brakes and put these back, what happens is that when you have them served, these guys have to pop these out to adjust your brakes, they may not put them back. So it very well may not be the fault of the manufacturer. It's as easy as that, and now you can rest assured that nothing's going to get in there. If those are left open, and you do, it all depends on how many miles you travel and what kind of weather conditions you're traveling in. But when you get into the salt, slurry conditions in the wintertime, that's going to migrate in there, and it will seize up those components. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. I'll get back to you, and I thank you for watching, and please subscribe. Have a good one.